Welcome to this channel. Thank you for visiting. Keep liking. Give us your thumbs up. Don't forget to like and make sure you subscribe. In the news, court admits judgment on military raid of Kanu's residence. A federal high court sitting in Abuja has admitted as evidence a judgment by Justice Benson Anya of the Abia State High Court on the military invasion of the residence of Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, in 2017. Justice James Omotosho admitted the judgment and two others on Wednesday. Recall that Justice Anya, delivering judgment in the fundamental rights suit filed by Kanu, had declared that the invasion of Kanu's home in Umuahia, Abia State, in September 2017 was illegal, unlawful, unconstitutional, and amounted to an infringement of his fundamental rights to life, dignity, and fair hearing. The judge consequently ordered the Nigerian government to pay Kanu the sum of 1 billion naira for infringing his rights as guaranteed under the 1999 Nigerian Constitution and the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. Justice Omotosho admitted the said judgment in evidence as well as the certified true copies of judgment in suit FHC/UM/CS/30/2022 delivered on October 26, 2022 between Nnamdi Kanu versus FRN and E/20/2023 between Kanu versus FRN. He marked the three judgments as exhibits PWL, PWM, and PWN, respectively. The judgments were tendered by the defense team during the cross-examination of the prosecution's second witness, PW2, identified as BBB. The cross-examination was conducted by Paul Erokoro, SAN. Well, the matter of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, asking for cessation of that group, eastern part of the country from Nigeria, is still in the front burner. He has been in custody for a while now. Throughout the tenure of President Buhari, he was in custody and he's still in custody 2 years into the tenure of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And well, there are certain things that comes to mind. Number one, why is this man still in detention? If Nigeria want to prosecute him, let them do it and finish up. Though, of course, when it comes to the matter of secession, it may not be as quick as we expected, but he's been spending more than 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years in prison, even not more than that. But we have to be very, very careful because he's asking for constitutionally what is his right. He has every right to say he's no more a Nigerian, and he can decide to ask the government for a referendum. But then, who knows whether the way he's going about it is what ought not to be or whatever. But as far as Nigeria is concerned, they felt that all his secessionist action are, detrimental, inimical, even to the sovereignty of Nigeria. And as a result of that, Nnamdi Kanu is kept in custody, and then his time is being wasted. And not only that, he continues to go from one court to the other. The man has seen a lot in custody. So many judges have even refused to continue his case because oftentimes when they give judgment, the federal government refuses to comply, which is not good even for our democracy. How can a competent court of law give a judgment, and it is the government institution that has refused even to honor it? And when asked, the DSS and whoever, they will tell us that whatever Nnamdi Kanu is doing is affecting and is threatening the unity of Nigeria, and irrespective of the fact that there is a court injunction for him to either be released, like this kind of judgment that was brought forth, that he needed to be given compensation of over 1 billion naira, they believe that it is not enough for him to be released as far as the unity of this country is concerned. So his case has become a little bit complex, and every president begin to turn his paper here and there. None of them is even willing at all to give him a respite, not to talk of allowing a release for him. But recently he has started, going to court again. That is after a long time of staying in custody without any judge willing to take up his case anymore. Not because Nnamdi Kanu doesn't want to go to court or he's the one at fault, but like I said earlier, it's because it is the government institution that are busy, violating court, rules, not, establishing and using the judgment, and then they are being charged for contempt of the court. And so it's very difficult even for the judges at this point in time, because, for example, it's difficult to charge the president to court because he's enjoying immunity. So now that the man is in court now, then a lot of evidences have been brought forward. Like this one now, his house was raided, and if you ask the security operatives why did they do that, of course they will tell you for security reason, for unity reason, and then they might have a lot of accusation on the man. But be it as it may, a lot of people have hijacked the IPOB from him, and a lot of nefarious activities have been done through IPOB in the southeast. I could remember that he himself declared that, or maybe it's his people, that not going to work on a Monday. If the first day of the week, was working day of the week, they declare it a work-free day, and they began to run another government, in quotes now, within a government, even in a sovereign state. Those things will surely cause a lot of, serious decision making for the security operatives in Nigeria. And not only that, many people who, in quote now, came out of their homes to do one or two things. Some of them were killed. In the name of trying to fight for your freedom, you are killing your people. So many people who hijacked this secession thing from the man had already misrepresented him, even though he might have a genuine intention. But to a large extent, what the government is reading as the body language from the IPOB is outrightly different. They carry arms and ammunition, they do some bombings, and there are so many allegations against even Nnamdi Kanu himself and all these people. It's just unfortunate that those who don't have anything to do, they no, who have already hijacked IPOB, and to a large extent, they have given even the cause a very bad name, to such an extent that anybody that is arrested for that cause will not be released. They are detained. But I think Nigeria felt that they are enjoying some peace as long as Kanu is in custody. But I don't know how the man is being treated in custody. I hope he's being taken good care of. But whatever the case, there is nothing like freedom. So we're using this medium to tell Nigeria to expedite action, let the judge, finish up on time, and then declare the release of the man. And if he's to be judged at the other end, to sentence him and let him know this is what he's suffering from. Keep liking our channel. We'll continue to give you updates, and don't forget to share. Remember to subscribe. Thank you.